I've had an unbelievable transformation since being with Courtney and Empowered Living Choices. Before changing providers, I was suffering with severe depression, near paralysis, constant anxiety, energy crashes, and getting nowhere with neither the provider at the time or my physical condition. I've been diagnosed with very severe chronic fatigue syndrome and functional neurological disorder, with a poor prognosis given to me by my neurologist and doctors. On July 31st, 2019, I became 100% bedbound with a HUDAS disability score of 97%. I was barely able to move or speak, and eventually couldn't even eat or drink and had to get a tube inserted into my stomach for fluids and nutrition. To make matters worse, I was unable to transition out of the bed, and I couldn't leave my bedroom with my previous accommodation provider because the door was too small, making me not only confined to my bed, but also confined to my room for 10 months. The only time I left that room was to go to hospitals. My previous provider was unwilling to do anything about this isolation and also continuously decreased my quality of life and increased my anxiety and depression, not to mention severely impact my family and my mother, who had to fight for my basic rights. One of my good carers at the time gave me Courtney's phone number and his recommendation, and it was the most life-changing phone call we ever made. Courtney is a lovely, warm-hearted, and proactive woman. I began to feel hope again right from our first meeting. She was sympathetic and shocked at my condition and how I was treated, and vowed to get me out of my dire situation. She hugged my mum for all the grief she went through and got to work straight away, achieving more in 2 weeks than we had been trying for over a year. Courtney managed to put me in $1 million medium-term accommodation at the Q1 and in Runaway Bay with a team of wonderful carers who were so caring they helped me through my crashes to the point I no longer feared having them, and that was the starting point I needed to recover. She found a GP who could visit the home, which was something the previous provider could not accomplish in 10 months. She works non-stop to make sure my needs and goals are met and makes herself available even if unpaid, proving she cares more for her clients than any other support coordinator I could imagine. Barely 4 months later, I can now eat again, have full conversations instead of only having enough energy to ask for things, transfer from a bed into a flotation chair, use my hands and arms again, sit up in bed. I only have very rare and minor energy crashes, and I'm getting stronger every day. Courtney changed my life, and I'm grateful every day that she is part of it.